That is a great segue to introducing our next speaker. He is an amazing pioneer and advocate for interfaith activities and social relationships, a greatly honored clergyman and spokesperson for anti-violence here in Binghamton and in general. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome from the First Congregational Church in Binghamton, New York, Reverend Arthur Suggs.
And I pray that my remarks will be worthy of this esteemed company today. This is indeed an honor to be with you. And my remarks are offered in the name of Allah, the good, the true, the beautiful. A theologian by the name of Fritjof Schuon, a Swedish theologian of just over a century ago, wrote extensively about the way in which, regardless of what religion you may be looking at, you have the outward manifestations of the religion, and then you have the inner core of it. And as a pastor, my temptation on a daily basis is to have my life wrapped up in the outer aspects of the faith. What's going to be the order of worship on Sunday morning? Am I going to be able to answer all of my emails and my phone calls and make the visits that I need to make? And the temptation is to have that become the whole of my life of faith. And to do so would be about the biggest mistake I could make in my life, because it is the inner core of the faith, the relation of a soul to God, characterized by love, by mercy, by awe, by beauty beyond description, that sustains a human being, guides a human being, and in the end makes the life of a human being worth living. I would like to give you some examples of that inner core, because if I can tell you what the whole point of my talk is today ahead of time, that inner core is the only thing that will lead us to peace. If I could give you some examples, I brought with me a statue. Yes, it's down there. Of Madonna and Child. I bought it in Jerusalem. The gentleman I bought it from, I'm not certain whether he was Christian or Muslim. The only thing I am certain of is that he was not a Jew and he was a capitalist. But the notion of a woman holding a baby, and whether you are a man or whether you are a woman or whether you are a child, not fully understanding it yet, you can gaze upon the vision of a woman holding a baby, and you get an insight into a love that begins to point to the love God has for us. And so simply gazing, and it happens often where you see a woman holding a child, look at it, linger on it a moment, and see in it the hint, the metaphor for the love of God for your soul and mine. On the back wall, I brought a poster that hangs in my office. It's the 99 Beautiful Names of God. I was taught that when you used your prayer beads, such as these, that you memorized the names as a little kid. And this only has the 33 and then plus the 3 counters on it because it fits better in a pocket. But now imagine with me going over the names: the beneficent, the kind, the eternal, the good, the lovely, the true, the infinite. And let it add up in your mind. Let it add up. And you will feel that inner core of this God who embraces all of us. In Luke 17, there is my favorite verse in the Bible. Jesus is asked about the kingdom of heaven. When will we finally see it? When will it happen? And Jesus replies that the kingdom of heaven is within you. And the disciples, of course, don't get it. But in the Greek, there's a hint as to the importance of this thought, in that it uses a word that's only found twice in the entire New Testament. We have in English the word in, I-N, and in Greek that same word is almost identical, it's just E-N. However, there's in Greek a term that's not found in English at all, and that is in, but emphatic, and it's entos, E-N-T-O-S. And it's the equivalent of saying, it's in you, and then slapping you on the cheek a couple times. It's saying it's in you, and then whacking you on the head with a 2x4 to get your attention. It is in you. No, it's not out there. It's not here. It's not to come. It's not in the past. It's in you. Don't you get it? Shake the shoulders. It's the word in with emphasis. That kingdom of heaven is in each of us. And it can be obscured. It can be hidden. It can be tucked away. It can be ignored for an entire lifetime if you want. But Jesus taught that it's within us. Everyone. The perfection of this world that Allah has created is yet one more example of this kind of message that we get of the relationship of the good God with every soul. If you look at a snowflake, the perfection of it, if you look at a leaf and its ability to turn the carbon dioxide into sugar for the plant and release oxygen for you and me to breathe. If you look at an earthworm and its ability to turn leftover vegetable matter into fertile earth. If you look at a sunset, at my seat there with that